then I'm going to serve that. It's a nice and creamy mac and cheese. Yum yum. Okay, go back on the heat. Alright, thank you very much. So I'm going to try that straight away. You can see it's nice and creamy and cheesy. So I'm going to try that now. Look at that. It stays together. You can see the cheese, nice and cheesy. You can see that. It's a creamy mac and cheese. Yum yum. Look at that. Amazing. So I'm going to try that now straight away. Yum yum. Hello, today we're making mac and cheese. So I have my macaroni, parboiled macaroni. Now what I'm going to do, I have a little bit of peas and sweet corn in there as well. So it's cooking, parboiled. Now I'm going to make a roux with my unsalted butter. Make a roux and then with a little bit of flour. So making a roux with 50 grams of butter and of course 100 grams of flour. Plain flour or self-raising flour, that's right. And then I'm going to pop in a little bit of milk to make a cheese sauce. And of course cheese. And then we're going to make our macaroni, mac and cheese straight away. So you can see it's nice and ready. So now let's make a roux quickly and put that in the cheese sauce. It looks amazing. Now we'll make a roux. We'll grab the unsalted butter and then make a roux quickly. Nice and ready. So now I'm going to make a roux. I'm going to melt that quickly. I'm going to bring that to the bowl. So we're going to melt that and then we're going to drain the pasta. And we're going to pop in our cheese to make a cheese sauce. It looks amazing. So now the butter is melted a little bit. We're going to pop in our lovely flour. So let's melt it a little bit. We're going to keep an eye on that. You can see it's nice and hot now. What we're going to do, we're going to pop in flour straight away. So now we have a roux. We're going to pop in milk. I'm going to pop in milk inside. Make milk in the roux. let's get that back cooking. So we're going to be using some mozzarella cheese. So you can use Wix, that's alright. So that's the cheese sauce. You can see that. Now I'm going to pop in my lovely, I have my cheese sauce ready. I'm going to pop in some cheese. You can see I have my bechamel ready. Now that's my pasta. So I'm going to pop in my pasta inside. So the pasta is in. Look at that. Nice and creamy. So we're going to carry on cooking that. You can see it's nice and creamy. And pop in some mozzarella cheese. And cook down on low heat. Nice and creamy. Look at that, amazing. So I'm going to turn down the heat. A bit of black pepper. It looks nice and creamy, and of course a little bit of fresh basil and dried basil, and of course oregano. And now you can see it's nice and creamy. Now I'm going to pop in my cheese at the very end. Or you could just put it, you can see it's creamy. I'm going to serve that very soon. Look at that, amazing. Nice and creamy. Nice and hot. I'm going to set that aside. So now I'm going to pop in my cheese. I'm going to use mozzarella cheese. It looks amazing. Look at that. Fresh mozzarella. I'm going to pour that in. Amazing. So now I'm going to keep on stirring that, and the cheese is going to melt inside. You can see it's nice and hot. The cheese is going to melt, and then I'm going to serve that. It's a nice and creamy mac and cheese. Yum yum. Get that back on the heat. And then when I serve that nice ready. I'm gonna turn up the heat. And then we're going to serve the mac and cheese. You can see the cheese has melted. So my friends, the creamy mac and cheese is ready with peas and sweet corn. You can see that it looks nice and amazing. Remember to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Look at that, amazing, nice and creamy. I'm going to set that now straight away, nice and quickly. Yum yum. Straight on this bowl. So my friends, if you're enjoying this live stream, this is the creamy mac and cheese made from start to finish. Remember to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you very much. So I'm gonna try that straight away. You can see it's nice and creamy and cheesy. So I'm gonna try that now. Look at that. It stays together. You can see the cheese, nice and cheesy. You can see that. It's a creamy mac and cheese. Yum yum. Look at that. Amazing. So I'm gonna try that now straight away. Yum yum. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers. Bye bye. Lovely. Remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell. Cheers. Bye bye. Like and share. Bye bye.